Alright, let's do this. I am third floor hermit and I am playing games in my Steam library instead of letting them sit there for all eternity. And at the moment, it's October, so I'm gonna look out for any spooky ones in there for me to play right now. This one, The Empty Throne, described itself as a dark fairy tale, so I think that might be cool. I like the art style. It's very fun. I don't like the menu opening with like no music. It's something disconcerting about that. But let's get into it. See what it's about. Well, not continue, start. Yeah, hopefully it's spooky enough for Halloween. Ooh, jaunty. It's a little bit loud for me, so I'm gonna give me 1 second. Hopefully that's an okay enough sound for anybody watching. I like this little sparkly mirror, it's fun. Looks like we're on a train car. Could be a horse-drawn carriage. Narrator. Hull jolted upright. Oh, okay, let me get into this. Because I thought hull was like, I think the town hull, or the hull of a ship or something, but looks like hull is a name here. Hull jolted upright, almost knocking stuff off the table. Liz Hull. I actually fell asleep. I like this. I like, you know, messy hair girls. Don't know why. Liz Hull. I should have gone to bed earlier last night. Can't believe Snow White, oops, should I say Snow Queen now, personally asked me to compose her musical, okay? So she's a musician. And like, Snow White becoming Snow Queen, I like that. Kind of connecting two different fairy tales. I like, you know, you can play around with like, classic fairy tale characters. With my so-so composing skills, if it weren't real, I'd think that well, hang on. Bleh. We got this. With my so-so composing skills, if it weren't real, I'd think that magic mirror's messing with me. There we go. That's how she's speaking. Hull glanced at his... Oh, this is a dude. Sorry, man. Hull glanced at his magic mirror, its surface shimmering like it's smirking. But what if I get dragged into some royal drama? Storybooks always go that way. Nah, stop overthinking. Worst case won't happen, right? I'm good at detective work, not composing. Guess fate shows you where the crowd is, not where you shine. That's an interesting two things to be into. You know, detective work and composing. But that's kind of like, you know, Sherlock Holmes playing the violin. Sighing, he flopped back down, staring at the fancy gold patterns on the carriage ceiling. You know, the good thing about me playing these video games is that I get to really exercise my shitty reading aloud skills. Eh? Who says no to good money? All about some good money. Better check my stuff before we reach the palace. Okay, let's see what we got. Oh, here we go. Ooh. Story start. A magical mirror I accidentally found in a theater. That seems that if I input some questions, that it will... Ooh. It seems that if I input some questions that it is interested in, it will get a reply. Okay. When all the questions are answered, it seems to give me a beautiful melody and a real story clip. Okay. That's like an awful mechanically description. Obtained magic mirror. Magic mirror found by chance. That did not look like a mirror. Like, this looks like a mirror, but that icon that came up did not look like a mirror. Like, that looks like a mirror. Let's see this. A royal sealed invitation. Letter says, Dear Mr. Liz Hull, your fame as a composer precedes you. I'd be honored if you'd score my musical. Let's discuss the details in person. Hope to see you soon, Snow Queen. So, not just like performing music for the Queen, but doing it to a specific musical. Interesting. Sorry, this music is just such a jam. Royal invitation. Oh, hang on. Map unlocked. Royal Palace. The map is the carriage icon in the lower left corner. More scenes will be unlocked as the plot progresses. Click the mouse to continue. So... this one like, kind of looks like a horse drawing a carriage. Royal Palace, Dark Forest Graveyard. Oh. Hello. Narrator. This is a statue of Her Majesty when she was young? Damn, it captured his handsome features perfectly. I think this game was originally in Japanese, and you know, there's like the kind of gender neutral prefix titles, so it's like, you know, Sama, San, things like that. There aren't necessarily Mr. and Mrs. and stuff like that, so I think in the translation to English there's maybe a few moments where they get mixed up between, you know, his and hers and whatnot. But, you know, understandable. Is this guy not got a neck? Is he just like floating armor? A self-portrait of the Snow Queen. Self-portrait? Looking hella regal. And like, knowing that it's originally in Japanese, I do wonder how this tone was kind of shown in the Japanese. Royal Guard. Royal grounds, no trespassing. You got it. Hull handed the invitation to the Royal Guard. Her Majesty's been waiting in the study. Don't keep her waiting. You can place the mouse on either side of the screen to move the screen. Oh, so you kind of like push the mouse against the side of the screen. Because I was wanting to see more of this. Let's see, what else looks... What's behind you? It's like a knife and an apple. Yeah, interesting that she does self-portraiture. But you know, if she's like writing musicals, she must be pretty artistic. Not the time for sightseeing right now. I'll sightsee all I want. You taking this pretty place. Ooh. Oh my goodness, she's gorgeous. Peek. The grave bears her history in stone, a litany of praises as if sainthood were hers alone. Is that about the Queen? Good day, Your Majesty. Good day, Mr. Hull. Please sit. Ooh, she looks like kind of done in here. Oh, I see. In the portrait, I thought it was some kind of like weird poppy flower, but it's a cut apple. Kind of I wonder if it's sort of like, you know, what doesn't kill me makes me stronger thing that she's like holding onto the apple motif. Let me get straight to business. What's the musical about? It's about, well, me, my own story. Understood. I'm all ears, Your Majesty. The Queen stayed silent, her calm gaze making Hull fidget. Awkward silence stretched until the Queen's lips twitched. So, Your Highness, what exactly is it? Surely you've heard of the tales, Mr. Hull. Mental panic. Wait, shouldn't you be telling me? I'm dead. She's hoping that people already have gossip, I guess, about her rise to the throne or something. Think, what do normal people say? Of course, everyone knows your love story with the king. Still, I'd hate to miss any details in my save. Could you tell it yourself? Whew, head still attached. The Queen preened at the flattery. Born royal in the next kingdom. Mother died when I was 7. Father remarried. Stepmother, beautiful but cold. Jealous of my looks. Hated my existence. Didn't see her malice until the night of the hunter took me to the woods. That wasn't a stroll. It was a quiet execution. Okay, so far that's pretty in line with the kind of, like, Disney telling. I'm not really familiar with, like, the original Snow White tale before that. I've recently started reading, like, I haven't read Hans Christian Andersen and stuff like that since I was a kid, and I started reading them now when I got, like, a little collection book. Some of his stuff's pretty wild, you know? But, like, he's also very obvious with some of the themes in his things, you know? I'll talk about that more maybe some other time. Snow White. He spared me. Run, he said. The queen wants your heart. I ran through thorns for 3 days. Found that cabin. Pardon, your majesty. Dinner is served. Come on, we're just getting to the good bit. How careless of me. You'll stay the night, Mr. Hull. We'll continue tomorrow. I love women in power. You got part of the story. Try composing something. Okay. The evil queen sent a hunter called Snow White. But the hunter seems to be reluctant and wanted to take the pig's heart back to report. Click left mouse button, let the hunter shoot accordingly to the rhythm. Rhythm game. Like, I like rhythm games, but I'm also terrible at them. That's the only reason why I'm like, oh. When Snow White appears, please do not shoot her. Click the right mouse button to shoot it into the sky. Left mouse button to let the hunter shoot. Okay, and the right to shoot it into the sky. Please pay attention to the prompt sound. If you make too many mistakes, the performance will fail. Alright. Minigame, start composing. Okay. So far, there's a lot of pigs we're shooting. Oh! Okay, you gotta really observe who's coming up. Alright. I'm loving this music. Ooh. False heart. Autosave progress. Saved. Click to continue. A new day. I should head to the Queen's chambers early. Can I click on this? Just in case there's anything else to say about the statue. Oh. I wonder, like, 'cause that necklace is there. I'm like, are we going to get accused of stealing it or something? Oh, no. But she was so cute. What is this, poison tea? Snow Queen's corpse. It is indeed the Snow Queen's corpse. Political documents. What about this? Is this not like a poisoned cup of tea or something? Commotion outside. What's all the racket? Please don't be trouble. Knock on wood. Hull finds guards swarming the study. Tension thick. I think we weren't supposed to see her dead just yet. Her Majesty was murdered in her study last night. What? Oh no, the worst thing happened. First day here and the queen dies, they'll pin this on me. Yeah, I think we're getting accused of much worse than stealing this necklace, like I maybe thought. It's just, in just a few seconds, Hull had already planned his burial process in his mind, even thinking of his epitaph. God, he just came to compose music. A bitten apple found near her, royal physician confirmed. Poison. Same poison apple from that dark forest incident years back. Suspect the witch sneaked in and enchanted the fruit bowl. Her Majesty ate it, never woke up. See, I always thought, you know, in the Disney movie version, when all the rocks are falling on the witch, you know, and like you do see the vultures kind of swarming overhead. There's like an implied death, but I'm kind of like, was she really dead? Most important, a maid saw a cloaked figure, pointy hat and all, in the halls last night. Timestamp matches. New clue, poison apple, witch's work? Phew, not a suspect. Still neck deep in royal mess, though. Time to consult that sassy mirror. The magic mirror in the lower left corner can be used to collect doubts. Players collect doubts by advancing the plot or checking on items. After collecting doubts, you can click on the doubts in the magic mirror to interact with the magic mirror. The magic mirror will answer your questions after all doubts are output to the magic mirror. The song will be performed. Snow White died from the witch's apple, right? She bit the apple, but swallowed her own legend. Okay, very helpful, thank you. Blame lies not with poison givers, but fairy tale believers. Truth? People prefer pretty lies. Okay. Good enough, I'm clear. That told us nothing. Maybe they'll cancel the music now, keep me out of this power struggle. Should ask the guards what's next. Sure. There you are. We need to talk about your assignment. I mean, I feel like now it's going to be, you know, we have to finish the musical in her memory sort of thing, so we're not out of work yet. The musical proceeds. It was her Majesty's dying wish. The king insists you finish it, so her legacy lives on. So, dead client, still on the job. I mean, you're gonna get paid by the king. Can I quit? Of course, we're a free kingdom. But the contract does mention a 1 million gold penalty for breach. The choice is yours. And since you'd be voluntarily terminating, no severance pay, kingdom law. I wouldn't dream of leaving. Musicals are my passion. Any leads on the killer? Witch still at large. Rumors say she's holed up in the dark forest. Guards are sweeping the area. Dark forest, where the queen hid with the dwarves? With her majesty gone, maybe I'll research there for the musical. Travel to dark forest. Well, first I want to go over here. Sorry, Majesty. Snow White's just slumped over the desk. Uh-huh. That's the same thing we read yesterday. Let me see that cabinet. I don't know how to get this to, like, minimize so that I can get to that cabinet. Oh, that's it. Looks like it won't budge without a key. Oh, hey. Classic witch moves from the stories. Poison that's tasteless, odorless. One bite could kill an elephant. I don't know why, like, you know, I guess it's kind of like a fuck you sort of move to, like, continue to eat apples after you've had a poison incident. Okay, map? No, map was go to the carriage. Dark forest. Hunter focused on tracking prey. Better not interrupt. Hull moves deeper into the woods. Hull stumbles out of the thicket, deep in the forest. Didn't it take the Snow White like 3 days to get there? Huh, not so dark. Sunlight's hitting the leaves. Almost like stage lighting. I mean, you know, it was when she was younger, so maybe it just felt like it was longer. or she got lost easy. Hull presses onward. A cottage appears at the end of this path. Well, since I'm here, might as well check it out. That eye symbol. Seen it somewhere. You say eye symbol. I say, what are you referring to? Let's grab this. Secret letter. Can I read it? Suicide note. Oh, okay, so I have to like click the thing and then click here to kind of like, get him to talk about them. Right. Capital gossip. This is the witch's mark. Crap. Witch's lair. That lakeside cemetery west of town. Nice spot for a grave. In an instant, Hall decided on the location of his own cemetery. Okay. Getting ahead of yourself, mate. But it's covered in dust. Looks like no one's lived here for ages. I'm already here. Might as well check it out. Okay, click this. A letter tucked away in a hidden spot on the bookshelf. I'll open the letter tied with red string. It read, BB. So super secret. The letter sealed with red string. A drawing of red dancing shoes on the paper. Secret letter collected. Okay. Anything else that kind of highlights? This layout doesn't look like an evil witch's home at all, right? This is giving more like alchemist vibes. This room doesn't look like a poison lab. No herbs, no bones, no screams, just spatulas and powdered sugar. Oh, like a bakery? Hell seemed to have an idea. New clue. The witch couldn't make poison. I don't know, you could always have it, like, brought in. Is this the evil dark magic book from the rumors? Hull carefully opened the first page. This is a recipe for chocolate cake. Hull flipped back a few pages. Apple strudel, cream cake, it's all dessert recipes. Should I look at anything else? Is this going to have a few connections to other fairy tales? Because the red shoes are their own thing, and all the sweet cakes and stuff are making me think of Hansel and Gretel. Oh, need to ask the magic mirror. Oh, don't actually click on there. Click on this. Witches don't know how to make poison. Okay. Looks like I need to find maybe one more thing. Let me see if I can... Anything else here? Can I use you on anything? There's a yelled letter on the table, messy handwriting, like it was written with tears. It says, I regret my choice. It pushed me to the abyss. What I suffered now is my own fault. So there was more than one thing on the table, I'm guessing. No signature, no recipients. But these words hide a life swallowed whole. One thing sure, whoever wrote this was in a bad place, and no one's been here for years. Hall had some bad suspicions. Suicide notes collected. New clue. Is the witch still alive? Oh. Drama. Okay, now let's see what this says. Her pot only cooks sweets. Her fingers does it with sugar, not curses. Interesting. But Genesis wasn't written for her kind. She was just the tree that shouldn't have grown in Eden. Is the witch still alive? Died of regret and silence. Not executed, but forgotten. Seems things aren't that simple. Tips for composing music. Please follow the rhythm to help the witch select ingredients. Put them in with the left mouse and throw them away with the right mouse. When you hear the sound of bubbles while stirring, click the left mouse button on the next beat to complete the stirring. Okay, let's see if I can do a little better this time. I mean, I only got like one thing wrong in the other one. I gotta adjust my chair. I have my legs crossed underneath me. How long have I been playing this for? Maybe over half an hour? Because I wasn't sure like how long this game's gonna be. If it's gonna be a long one or if it'll be like a 2-parter series. Minigame. Start composing. Oh. She looks so sweet. Nice hat. And she's got a picture of her there. Put it in. Oh. No. No, don't put it in. In. Stir. Out. Yay, okay. Stir. When the bubbles you mix, throw away poison apple. Ah, I must like. Go master re-enter the music game. Right. Try again. Stir, put it in. Stir, put it out. There we go. Put it in. I right-clicked that to throw it out. Oh, okay. I just like clicked it a lot. In you go. What? Why failure? Is it just because like one of them went in? In which case like it should fail you quicker. Right, let's do this. Stir. Put it in. Great. Stir. Throw it away. Throw it out. Stir. Put it in. Stir. What? She put it in, and I was definitely clicking the right. No, throw it out. Yes. Okay, we just gotta click like way more. Okay, we're definitely gonna do it this time. I just gotta click a whole bunch. Do. There we go. I can't remember if it was like click the left or right mouse though for when the bubbling happens. I think it was left. There we go. Put that in. I feel like sometimes it's showing the hearts going in. I say the hearts, I mean the... Yeah, so that definitely went in. Well, then some of them it wasn't doing... Oh! Did I get it? Which? Let's continue. Things seem to be getting messier. This whole case is tangled. Better keep these secrets to myself for now, or I might end up handing over the task to party A down below. No idea what that means. Oh! Another new day. The musical's moving along, but my head's getting fuzzier. According to Her Highness's story, the hunters spared her, so she must have lived with the dwarves in the forest for a while after that. Maybe I should go ask the dwarves for details about what happened next. Talk to the dwarf. Luckily, he's already here. You must be the famous excellent composer from the capital, Liz Hull. Yes, Honored Dwarf. I'm sure you've heard about the musical. I'd like to ask about some details from back then. It's weird because, like, he said that, he isn't a great composer, but that's all people seem to know about him. Sigh, my poor princess. Hearing the name, the dwarf's eyes instantly reddened. Should I shed a tear too? No, you don't have to cry just because other people are crying. That's weird. My condolences. What would you like to know? I dare say I knew Her Highness better than anyone in the world. How did you first meet Princess Snow White? That was a while back. I remember coming home and finding Princess Snow White asleep on our table. When she woke up, she told us her stepmother wanted to harm her, so we took her in. New clue, the dwarves took in Snow White. I heard Her Highness was attacked by an evil witch. Yes, we came home one day and found her collapsed. We learned later the witch tricked her into eating a poisoned apple. We made a glass coffin for her. Luckily, the prince, his majesty now, visited and woke her with a true love's kiss. New clue, the dwarves and the prince saved Snow White. Can you tell me about his majesty and the Princess Snow White? They were deeply in love. The beautiful princess and handsome prince became a legend. Their story is still famous in the capital. New clue, his majesty and the Snow Queen were very affectionate. That lines up with what I've learned these days. Got enough of the story now. Time to find the magic mirror and compose. Find the magic mirror to compose. Nobody got a key for me? It's funny, he's like... very different style, it feels like, to some of the other stuff here. Ah. Hidden key somewhere around here. The dwarves took in Snow White. It was the dwarves and the prince who saved Snow White. His majesty and the Snow Queen were very affectionate. What you got for me, Mirror? They didn't take in a person, but a legend to be told. Deep in the forest, everything can be prettied up, except the truth. Mirror, I need to know what you're getting at. It was the dwarves and the prince who saved Snow White. She never slept nor woke. She just changed roles from prey to storyteller. That true love's kiss, just a ritual to pass power. His Majesty and the Snow Queen were very affectionate. Love's the easiest wrapping paper. Tear it off, and all that's left is a power deal. Under the crown, a kiss is just duty. Dang. Inner thoughts, it's all lies. I mean, you put a lot of faith in this Mirror. Okay, Mirror could just be a little drama king. You little dwarf, looking all harmless, and you lied to me. The Mirror didn't give a song this time, clearly not happy with its question. The dwarf's definitely hiding something. Need more clues to be sure. Try to find more useful clues in the palace. Okay. What do you know? Rhinus used to have a personal maid, but I heard she quit and went back to her village. That's interesting. She often brought a strange purple fruit for Her Majesty, called Chloe fruit. She loved it. That's an interesting name for a fruit. Purple apple, poison apple, and Her Highness liked it? No, it's called Chloe fruit, grown near the capital. They just look similar. Coincidence or confusion? Oh, the maid's room is at the end of the study. It's been empty for a while now. Okay. If you want to go in, I have the key for the locked part of the study. You'll need the dwarves. You'll need the dwarf. Okay. Obtain maid's room key. I don't know what that A1 is about. I wonder if someone was trying to press like shift and then exclamation mark. And that's why it says A1 instead of like an exclamation mark. And the statue of Her Majesty when she was young. Yeah, okay. I keep on waiting to see if we can just, like, click that necklace. Put this away so I can go over here. Oh. Ooh. I didn't realize that this went so far. I don't think it did before. Just like the guard said, no one's lived here for ages. Let's investigate carefully. You got it. Suitcase, someone's ready to travel. Potion. None of this anything of interest. Nothing to say about chessboard. Okay, you go away. A dusty wooden wardrobe. You struggle a bit to open it. Inside, a row of neat maid uniforms hangs, except one looks weird. A green witch's hat and a black cloak. So this is probably maybe the figure that we saw? That the guards apparently saw in the woods. What's this, a witch's outfit? Why is it here? This music is so chill. I gotta find some good acoustic stuff to listen to this autumn. New clue, the maid was a witch. The dwarf's hiding something big. Maybe use this letter to test him? Go talk to the dwarf. What was in the letter? I don't think we even got to read that. Is there anything else in here? It's good music. Honorable dwarf, could you give me the key to the study drawer? No, I won't let anyone rummage through through his highness's study. Honorable dwarf, I found the witch's house in the forest. There was a letter on the table, addressed to you. Impossible. We never contacted each other directly. Whoa, interesting. You guys were in it together. You tricked me. So, can I have the key now? You don't want me telling the guards, do you? Shh, fine, take the key. But keep quiet, or it's bad for both of us. Trust me, my lips are sealed. I only have one key. The other is with Her Majesty, the Queen. Obtained key, A2. Okay, so that's just like a numbering for the keys. Key to the drawer. Interesting. Can I open this secret letter? Looks like they've known each other a long time. Key to the drawer. Cool. Can I open the door then? Oh boy. Here we go. Looks like it won't budge without a key. I have key. What was it, like? No? Is there a drawer in here? Chess game left half finished. Whoever lives here must be legit at this. Yeah. Wardrobe. Can I use the key? What drawer? Let me use the key on the wardrobe. Continue. Takes far too long for these to go away. It's not like I can click and drag stuff over there. I need to switch. I need to be able to get into... I don't know if it's this one or if it's something over here. Yeah, give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna figure this out. Oh my goodness. I was worried the game wasn't working, so I tried to exit and reload it, and when I reloaded it, it kind of was frozen, and I couldn't get, like, it loaded right before back at the witch's house. It wasn't working, so I had to start the game from the beginning again, because we just caught up, and the drawer that I need to open was not this cabinet. I thought it was just like a mistranslation. Is this tiny, see this little thing here under the vase? How on earth would I even know that? Yeah, I was like trying to find solutions online, like how to use key, but there was nothing. Oh my goodness. Alright, drawer opened. There's a notebook inside. Script. Obtain script. Can I read script? It's a script. The content is exactly the story the dwarf just told me. Hall had a suspicion. New clue. The story of Snow White escaping to the forest was completely fabricated by them to deceive everyone. Go ask the magic mirror. The maid is a witch. The story after Snow White fled the forest was fabricated. She wore black because that's what others wanted to see. She tried to leave the stage, but stumbled right into the final line. The whole story after Snow White fled to the forest was fabricated by them to deceive everyone. Stories were their shield and their weapon. Snow White didn't run. She staged a perfect exile play. The forest never sheltered her. It was just a part of her set. This is interesting. Why did she have to go to like so much effort? Was she not going to be in line to the throne or something? I don't know. Narrator, tips for composing music. Please follow the rhythm to click on the dwarves to attract the prince's attention and prevent the princess from being exposed. The exclamation mark will prompt the dwarves you need to click. When the princess is angry, you need to let the 4 dwarves shout in the order prompted by the exclamation marks to attract the attention. Okay, let me read this. Oh my goodness, my stomach keeps growling and I hope the mic isn't picking it up. Please follow the rhythm on the dwarves to get this section. Okay. Okay. He's handsome. Oh. Oh my goodness, I didn't even notice the witch in the background. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1. I can't believe that camera just passing. I didn't get a chance to really look at the art there because of that. Autosave program saved. Click to continue. Whoa, I really uncovered a big secret. They fooled not just His Majesty, but the whole capital. It seems Snow White wasn't the pure, kind soul everyone thought. I'm so confused as to what was happening. This is truly shocking. A new day? I'm going to attend Her Highness's funeral today. Oh my goodness, my stomach. Hang on, I've got some water here, maybe I'll settle it. Stop later for some lunch. Head to the cemetery. Cemetery map unlocked. Okay. Ooh. Nice crow. A lot of tall people in attendance. Where are her dwarves? There's a key. Obtained key. Yeah, just let me grab that from her body. Well, she didn't stop me. Guess she meant for me to take it. That is not correct, sir. Soft whispers drift nearby, like fragments caught in the wind. Gossip? Hull pretended not to care, but pricked up his ears. That's the 3rd queen in their family, and the last one just died of illness not long ago, didn't she? Illness? Nonsense. I was at the burial. Her feet were twisted, still wearing those red dancing shoes. That's a curse, plain and simple. Shh, keep it down. Talking about royals gets you killed. Red dancing shoes? I've seen those somewhere. Oh, we have a letter. Can we open this yet? Let me get rid of this. The tombstone bears a name, Queen Grimhild. I remember who she is, the evil queen who tried to kill Snow White repeatedly. Why is her grave here? So are the queen in the story and the witch in the story separate? The tombstone tells her life story. When Snow White was 7, Queen Grimhild married the king next door. Jealous of Snow White's beauty, she repeatedly tried to have her killed by hunters and witches, but failed. Later, kind Snow White forgave her. Touched by Snow White's goodness, Queen Grimhild regretted her actions. They became close. Years later, Queen Grimhild fell ill and died on her way to visit the Snow Queen, who erected this tombstone in her memory. Died of illness. New clue. Did Queen Grimhild die of illness? Not according to the gossip. Go ask the mirror what's true. It's all about the Snow Queen's life. Page after page of people kissing up to her. Whoa. Okay, let's go see what the mirror has to say. The Queen Grimhild was not sick, only the script. The cause of her death was written in someone else's hands. Where else can I find clues? Well, we have another key. So if I go back to the Royal Palace, unless it's a key for something... Okay. Is this key going to be for this? You try the key you just found. The lock was opened. A cipher book for decoding gibberish text. Ooh, we know what to use that on. Think I can read that secret letter from the witch's house now? Like, my instinct is to go and click these things since there is an inventory bar there. But it seems like all I have to do is just in this panel. It reads, Chris, I command you. Who's Chris? Make her wear these red dancing shoes. Once on, she'll dance without stopping. Bones break, heart breaks, death. I want her to confess everything. Remember, tell no one. Oh, my goodness. Chris, the witch's name? No sender's name, but I think I know who wrote it. New clue. Snow White killed Queen Grimhild, but what was it that she wanted Grimhild to confess to? Can ask the magic mirror. Can't ask. Oh. Not everything got translated. She didn't trust judgment, so she passed sentence herself. The red shoes weren't a curse. They were her pen. She let her dance into her grave. She forgave her mother in the story, but reality isn't a story. Reality demands blood, pain, silent corpses. Tips for composing music. Queen Grimhild seems to be cursed with the red shoes. Please help her complete the dance moves. When you hear the snap, please click the left mouse button to rotate the music box. Okay, so snap left. I keep seeing a speech bubble and clicking then. Like, this is music that I definitely know from somewhere else, but I couldn't tell you where. Like, it's definitely been used in the movies or something. And the one with the prince and the dwarves. Da 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 da. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I definitely know this. Yeah, with the... Okay, the music with the Prince, like, it sounded like something that I'd heard in like a Vocaloid one. You know, like the little two blonde twin Vocaloids. Like, it's definitely making me think about one of those. I don't know where the music's come from. It's horrifying. It was all an elaborate act. I wouldn't be surprised if she sends me straight to hell if I fail this mission. You mean the mission of composing the play? So, who did kill the Snow Queen? The only one left alive who knows the Snow Queen's evil deeds is the dwarf. Tell me what you know. Talk to the dwarf. First of all, can I click this picture yet? No. You were in on deceiving His Majesty. You think that script convinces me? Scripts like that are common in the capital. Just royal stories, made up by fools. I gave you that key knowing you might try this. Doesn't scare me. I found letters in another study cabinet. Snow White wrote them to you. They detail how you helped her deceive His Majesty. Think I'm stupid? I won't fall for that twice. I don't know what his voice was before. I think it was like almost Irish, but not quite. I know a way you could grow taller. What the fuck? In fact, you pretty much know it all already. So what do you want me to know? I want to know the truth. Are you ready? Will you expose it? Disgrace the royals or keep composing that beautiful lie? Go find Jolson. Who's he? A hunter. Find the hunter. Well, I think he's in the woods. Oh, hello. Sir, pretty? Pretty, sir. Hello, sir. That's just like, you know, a messy man. It's very pretty. Yeah, I don't know what it is about, you know, a bedraggled man that is just very attractive. The hunter looked at Hull with a teasing glint. Oh, hang on. Missed some. Bit of a forced greeting, but hello. Not sure whether to call you a musician or a detective. This guy's too cool. Detective isn't a bad side gig. But, like, as a musician, our main character guy seems to think that he's a better detective than a musician, but he calls detective work a side gig. I don't know. There could be weird story things that we missed due to the translation. Please, call me Hull. Musician is mostly accurate. I killed Snow White. You finding me means you know some truth. Actually, I should have shot her dead in the forest years ago. Damn. But I fell for her act of kindness, let her go, then learned she was a monster. Damn. She loved power more than people, tricked the prince, took the throne, then forgave her stepmother herself, with cursed shoes. Had stories written, made herself a saint. But the saintly image was heavy. She started silencing those who knew. Chris, the witch? Yeah, Chris was first. The one who just cooked all day. Turns out the whole country thinks she's a damn witch now. The Snow Queen saw her smart, chose her to play the role of the evil witch. I'm gonna wait for my dog to go sit down because he's got little tippy-tappy toes. She helped Snow become queen, tried to quit, but the queen ordered her to kill her stepmother. Next time I heard about Chris, she was dead. How do you know all this? I knew Chris long ago, in the forest. She helped me. We lived together a while. We kept in touch by letter. She told me everything in them. I don't regret what I did. You can arrest me now, detective. I don't know if I can arrest people as a detective. Neither moved. They just looked at each other for a moment. No, sir, I told you I'm no detective, just a half-baked musician. Got no right to arrest anyone. Anyway, thank you for telling me the truth. As like everyone else in this is like a clear fairy tale character except for our like weird half musician detective. I wish they kind of had like some kind of random fairy tale connection, you know, like being Red Riding Hood or something. It didn't have to connect, but you know, just have some fairy tale connection. I guess I'm just not cut out for this. Sure, the royals will forgive a half-baked job, right, sir? So take care. Whoa. She was gentle, quiet, charming. So sweet. The Witch and the Huntsman. For my whiteness here. Oh. It's going by a little too fast for me to read. Subject power breeds hatred in guilds. This is all very sad, but I'm still very confused by the motivation. Oh, damn. Oh, he shoved it into her gob, damn. Guard's not doing a great job, you know. Take care, sir. A new day. Back in the carriage. Hull, citing poor health, declined to compose for the musical. Does poor health get us out of the contract that was gonna make us, you know, pay the fee? Great. Did a job and lost money. Oh, you still have to pay. But I've got one heck of a story now. I could stage a musical in another country. Looks like I need to leave the capital for a while. I hope you can't hear my dog is like giving herself a little tongue bath, and like I hope that's not coming up on the microphone. Oh, one thing still bugs me. I'll take out the magic mirror. Are you really something I acquired by chance at the theater? I mean, the question you should ask is if the magic mirror actually knows all these things or not. You know? Why are you assuming it's telling the truth? That was fun. It was very pretty, but I'm like a little bit confused on the story. I wish we knew more about Snow White's motivations. But it was fun. And like, it's a free game. I'm pretty sure when I went to go check on the store that, yeah, it's free and it's just newly out, you know, and like, it's very pretty. It was fun. And I like, you know, the dark fairy tale right for me getting into the Halloween vibe. But I hope that if you're watching, you enjoyed my terrible narration. And I hope you have a very happy Halloween. Bye bye.